Addiction is ruining your life. But we're not talking about drugs. It's addiction to a device that all of us have, and nobody can put it down. When Steve Jobs was inventing the iPhone, his employees asked him, "Why are you wasting company time and inventing something people don't need? Let's spend time inventing things people need." Then Steve Jobs told them if Henry Ford wanted to make what people wanted, he would just make more chariots. But why did he produce cars? His employees told him, "Right now people don't need this." Steve Jobs then said they need it, but they don't know they need it. Most people in the world are addicted to this device, but some countries go above and beyond. South Korea, Australia, Israel, Spain, UK, and the US, these countries have the most addicted people to smartphones. Dangerous addictions where they can't even put the device down for a minute. Brazil announced that their citizens spend 4 hours and 48 minutes a day on their device. China spends 3 hours and 3 minutes, and the US 2 hours and 37 minutes. These are the statistics that came out of these countries, but these stats are from 2012, meaning 9 years ago. Right now, these statistics have changed dramatically, and data from 2018 shows us that Asia took over the phone addiction, and Thailand is the most addicted country. The data that came out of Thailand in 2018 showed us that people from Thailand spend 9 hours and 38 minutes a day on their smartphone. And the Philippines isn't losing by much. They spend 9 hours and 29 minutes a day on their device. And Brazil, from the other side of the world, is keeping up with these two. And they spend 9 hours and 14 minutes a day on their phone. Right now, Asia and South America speed past North America and Europe, and now they're the king of phone addiction. What are these people doing for over 9 hours on their phone? Most of this time is spent on social media, apps like Instagram and Facebook. And you should also know the country that spends the longest time on social media belongs to the Philippines. Up next is Brazil, and after that is Indonesia and Thailand. But the data that the US got from their addicted people showed us that 19% of the time is spent on Facebook, 14% of the time was on Netflix or music streaming, 12% were texting or messaging, 11% were playing phone games, and 9% were either shopping, watching videos, or reading news. You could say Facebook is the most used app on smartphones, and most addicted people are addicted to Facebook as well. So what's the problem with Facebook? What problems is there with being addicted to Facebook? The US says that this addiction is really dangerous, and they also said that spending this much time on social media, it will for sure lead to depression. You should also know that a Facebook executive once said that this addiction is extremely dangerous and he will never let his kids use Facebook. After the speech that this executive made, Mark Zuckerberg also said that you shouldn't spend a long time on Facebook. You should use it every day, but only for a little bit, and only for sending and receiving messages. Experts say that getting likes and giving likes, and also getting comments and leaving comments will for sure lead to depression, and it could also lead to mental illness. The pictures that people see online that are mostly fake paints a picture of happiness for other people, and people get depressed by that. But the people that are taking these photos are as miserable as the person watching it. They're basically just doing it to get likes. Robert Lustig, a medicine professor in the University of San Francisco, said that phone addiction is the same as drug addiction. Dr. Lustig said, when someone receives a like, it's like taking a hit from a certain drug, and a little bit of dopamine goes off in your body. But when too much dopamine goes off in your body, neurons end up dying, and this causes depression. You would literally have withdrawal symptoms. Another huge problem with social media is that it kills your self-confidence. And the reason for that is that they see fake photos and videos of other people having a good time, and they feel like they can't have that. But they don't realize that these are all fake and it's just for show. And ruining your self-confidence leads to depression as well. When you look down on your phone, a heavy weight goes on your shoulder, because social media is all show, but not real. And the picture you see of other people on social media is all fake. WHO announced that in the last 10 years, depression spiked up a lot all around the world. And most of the people that are suffering from depression are young adults. But we shouldn't blame the social media or Instagram and Facebook. There are a lot of other addictions that we should also know about, like phone games, where it's so accessible that anywhere you're bored, you can just pull out your phone and start playing. Or people that are addicted to taking pictures and videos. Or even Netflix, YouTube, and listening to music. Psychologists also believe that another way you could get addicted is the sound of your phone. Like anytime you get a text, some dopamine goes off in your body, or any other notification. The addiction that this causes is that you keep checking your phone, even though no ringtone went off. Some people believe that when you take away the cell phone, the addiction should go away. But when you take away the device from an addict, it's like taking drugs away from a junkie. They get terrible withdrawal symptoms, and they could go into a deep depression. A smartphone is a fantastic device, but only when you know how to use it responsibly. Let's try to make our lives not revolve around this cell phone. If you're with your friends, put away the phone. If you're eating dinner with your family, put away the phone. Before you go to sleep, try to put your cell phone farther away from your bed so you don't use it at night. Are you addicted to your cell phone? Please comment.